Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Oh my goodness, I'm just playing with the colorations here. Welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to the guidance here. We're gonna be doing a reading for the eclipse energy. Um, the eclipse is now really. It's technically April 30th, but it's now. So we're gonna do this in a couple of sections. We're gonna do the eclipse, I guess, general energy, and then we're going to do the general guidance for how to handle that energy. I'm thinking I might also do the eclipse energy in relation to love, and then your guidance in love, and in relation to like money, and your guidance to in money, finances, etc. Now, my thing is right now that I feel like the general energy will be a pretty good summation of even the love energy and the money energy. I feel like it'll be the same thing, but we'll see how it goes. So my plan is to do it that way, but we'll see how the message goes and what shortcuts need to be taken, if any. So here we go. I want to get the decks together to see who really wants to be out here handling this behemoth energy. Let's get yeah. We might even pull a goddess energy card. That might be cool. All right, so let's look at the general energy of this eclipse. Okay. Okay, that kind of flipped in an interesting position. Hey, J Willy Mama. I might do it this way. It's the guidance. I feel like there's a card that flipped over. No, okay. Alright. It's the guidance. Okay, alright, good. I hope you're alright. Did you pack a snack or anything? So that you can snack on something after everything is said and done. Let me know how it goes when you're out. The general energy of the eclipse. It's not chemo, but I mean, you didn't have, like you said, you didn't eat, right? Good job. Energy of this eclipse. All right. So the general energy of this eclipse is interesting. This is the guidance. I'm gonna put her right here. The general energy here, we have time to go in the protection, never ending story. Are you gonna stop somewhere? Okay, good. I hope it works out. I'm sure it will. Never ending story, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. I actually kind of the Lovers at the top of the deck with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, I actually really like this, and I am gonna keep these out here, because they summarize this energy. Four of Cups at the top of the deck. We could keep going. We could keep reading this deck. So what I'm seeing with this is, I feel good about this, if you can believe this. This eclipse energy, or even maybe the eclipse season, is giving us a come to Jesus moment, but it's at that come to Jesus moment where you do find Jesus. You know what I mean? Where you do find some respite. With this Ten of Wands here and the Seven of Cups, I feel like this eclipse energy is pushing us. It's really pushing us to out of our comfort zones. It's pushing us into energies that don't feel, I want to say they don't feel good, but it's more so that energies that are kind of tough to work with, energies that have been culminating up till this point. I don't feel like anything that comes up isn't something that you've never thought about. I feel like it's something that you have thought about, something that you have sort of worked towards, but I feel like it's also something that you're almost ready to push into. It's an eclipse energy where you are finally taking action towards something. It's enabling you to take action towards um, things, states of being, elements of your life, of our life, that we've been having trouble attending to with the might of our full will. Whether it's because we're still attached to something or someone, whether it's because we've been timid and shy and scared, whether it's because we've been too tired, right? I just feel like we're finally being given the push, and it feels like truly a push towards a certain um, element of our lives that we've been wanting to. We're no longer being wishy-washy. Like, this was like good energy, but it comes with some shit, right? It's like moving houses, moving somewhere, moving jobs, moving relationships, exiting relationships, entering into ones. They're good. These are all good things, but they definitely come with some stuff attached to them. You know what I mean? Taking the example of moving house, there's this thing that happens when you move a house where you have to unpack this old house. You have to do all that work to get to the new. And I feel like that's where we're at. We've reached a point now with this eclipse energy that is really, it's this fist of bah, go, bah, go. Um, I love this because you're no longer in this Nine of Swords energy. Um, it's a Nine of Swords energy that you're over. Like, you're really making hard choices. You're making hard choices. You're making hard decisions. But I feel like you're pulling triggers. Like, you're pulling triggers on things that you're finally entering into. And you know it's going to be messy. You know it's going to suck. You know it's going to be hard. But you're finally in a place where you want to be taken seriously. And the person that's going to be taking someone seriously is you. I feel like you're finally leaving this never-ending story. This story that you've been singing in your head, that we have been singing in our head, the story that we've always attached to, this hurt, this pain, this discomfort. We're finally saying, I can't anymore. Like, I don't want to be doing this anymore. I need to change. Something needs to change. This is the eclipse energy, right? It's sort of like not peeling back the layers, but it's like lifting up the old stuff, the old concrete, and saying, this needs to go. There's something rotten in the walls and it's gotta go. So this is this energy. No more living in a fantasy world. You're finally taking action towards things that matter. You're finally going to be, this energy is going to inspire you to finally move in the direction of things that have been hard, difficult, that need a lot of your energy, demand a lot of your attention. You're making tough choices, but you're making tough choices that are taking you somewhere good, is what I'm believing for. And that's how I'm seeing this. So I want to read this never ending story, and then I want to read the time to go in reverse energy protection, because I love that it's a protected leaving, it's a protected transition. Um, that means a lot. So, the never ending story, I'm going to read just the oracle's message. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is an old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, in this eclipse season, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of a fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. And this, my friends, the lovers, is showing us that there are choices to be made, and this makes me feel that the choices being made are towards the better, the better good of you, the better good of your life. Now, the better good of, dare I say, quite possibly everyone experiencing this energy. Now, are you the only one experiencing this energy? Are the people in your lives experiencing this energy and the different parts that they're experiencing it? We're going to go through, this is just general energy. I'm intrigued to see how this goes through different love lives, your money stories, right? What people will be doing, what companies will be doing, what people you know will be doing to make these changes in their life. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. He will take these sticks home. He will drive this shit home. It's no longer about living in dreamland, no longer about living in a fairy world. It's time to put some shit to the ground. It's time to put that pedal to the metal. It's time to actually sow those seeds and take action and do things. The story that we've been telling ourselves, the story that we've been living in, true enough, the story that has been a part of who we've been, a part of who we are. We're finally saying, okay, I'm going to take a shower, wash that story off, wash that part of my life off, and I'm going to leave this space. Time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to pack up and go. Time to move on. So, I'm going to read this time to go. There's a softness to it in the protection, I feel like, but um, I feel like this is just the beginning of this energy of you finally taking these baby steps, because it's a big load that you're carrying, right? This is the beginning, this eclipse, and I'm wondering if by the end of eclipse season, if you started taking note of the steps you're taking now, the things you're doing now, focus on certain action pieces for yourself. I'm curious to see where you will be by the end of eclipse season, if this is just the beginning of you taking the steps that you need to take towards the type of future that you want and the type of future that is yours, right? So, even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, absolutely, but that is natural, and it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you, trust that. What I'm getting from that is this message of, it's not going to be easy, period. It's not going to be easy. On um unpacking, opening, moving through things, doing the things that you have to do. It's not going to be easy. The Ten of Wands is here. I felt this energy. I know what this is. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It is going to break you. Look, I can't hide that fact. It is going to break you, but the things that it's going to break in you are the things that may have needed to go anyway, or things that you may have needed to re-examine anyway, right? So I like this energy a lot. This energy is, I think, the type of energy that people have been waiting for quite some time. People have been wanting change. People have been wanting to move forward in certain aspects of their life. And this is going to say it's going to take some effort on your part. So let's go ahead and look at the guidance. The guidance of this energy. Amazing. See? It's not that bad, is it? There's, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm not an astrologer. I'm not, whatever. But there is a tenderness to this energy of this eclipse. I don't know who is doing what planets are doing what. I wish I could study more astrology, and perhaps that'll happen sometime in the future. I haven't looked at anything. But what I do feel is this energy is, I don't want to say benefic. I don't want to say that it is, positive. I don't want to say it's a negative either, but I feel like it leans more towards, at least for you watching this right now, it leans more towards bettering your life, right? And sometimes bettering our lives doesn't always feel like sunshine and roses, but I don't feel like it's going to be cataclysmic. I feel like it will. I don't know how the tower didn't come out here, but maybe it's because it's gentle. It's gentle moves, and it's by your will, right? It's by your will. These are individuals in this. It's by your will. And if it's by your will, that means you've reduced the resistance. You've removed, or you're playing with the resistance. You're moving with your own flow, right? And your flow is being guided by this energy to move you through the things that you've been wanting to move through anyway in your life. And even though that's going to be difficult, right? Moving is annoying. It's difficult, but at the end of the day, you move into a new home. That's what I mean. This energy of like, it's, you're going to have to get dirty. You're going to have to clean. You're going to have to scrub. You're going to have to do these sort of things. Yes, but it ends up being something really, really good. I don't hey, it's a kudo. Hi, honey. I'm not feeling this broken in too painful of a way. I feel like it's this type of, again, where you're tired. You're tired of being tired. you know, it's an empowering breaking. It's where you're breaking the parts of you that have been weakened, and you get to rebuild them in a different way. So, for instance, um, I don't know how to use that except this moving. Somebody must be moving shit. It's like, let's say you're kind, right? You're a kind person, um, and your kindness, you feel, has gotten you into some trouble. It hasn't been reciprocated. You haven't been cared for. You've been taken advantage of. Now, there's a way that sometimes people break, and the kind part of them, they get rid of that. But that's not what needs to be gotten rid of. When that part of you breaks, it's calling your attention to it, right? And when you look at it, you go, well, I still want to be a kind person, but now this means I need to be better about who I show kindness to, or what kind of kindness, or the limitations of my kindness. And you broke your kindness streak. You broke how it used to be, and you've put it back together with some new conditions. It's conditional kindness, not ever flowing unconditional kindness, right? So I feel like this breaking is by your will, and the energy is supporting that. If you no longer want to be taken for a ride by people, you don't want that. The universe is supportive of that energy, and it's going to help you. It's supportive of you not being taken for a ride because that's what you don't want. If you want to make more money, the universe here, the eclipse energy, is supporting that. But that means to make more money, you might have to do this job and that job, or you might have to spend more hours here or put more resources there. And that is, your will doing that, and you will get what you want. I hope that makes sense. So when it comes to the guidance, this is awesome. Okay, this is amazing. First off, it's a 35 and a 34. I love this. So we have a loyal heart, which is, you're not going to be alone in this. This energy, the guidance for you is to not be alone, to remember that spirit is with you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, you're going to get help. Or your guidance is to get help, to get assistance. So this is calling on, your spiritual leaders, joining spiritual groups, having your spiritual practice in form, reminding yourself that you can ask spirit for help. You can ask spirit for help. You are the one guide. Honestly, this eclipse energy is very much an us centric uh, energy that I'm getting. It's up to us to make these changes, and the it's there. We just have to raise our hands, or we have to like grab it. Like, we have to do something. And our guidance in order to move through this energy to the best of our ability is to get help, a leg up. This is about getting help. Loyal heart. This is about having people and energies in your life that are loyal to you, that are helpful to you. This is lit. I'm so glad I did this, because bro, shit. There's help on the horizon. There's going to be, events, people, places, articles, groups, events. I don't know. There's going to be helpful sources around you. And one of those sources that I need to remind anybody listening to this is motherfucking spirit, baby. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to ask the universe. Don't forget to talk to the universe, God, whomever, whatever you call this force that exists in this world, that is in you, that you are a part of it. Don't forget to ask this source in the world to be with you, to help you, to lift you, to give you energy, to walk with you, to move with you, to guide you. Don't forget to ask for guidance. Don't forget to ask for help. Don't forget to call upon the powers that be, even the people in your life, for help. This is the guidance here for this eclipse energy, and dare I say, for the eclipse season. That's what I'm gonna say. This is the general guidance. 2 help cards, my guy. 2 help cards. That's crazy. 2 help messages. I'm gonna read this one. I mean, I should probably just read this one and then this one, but I don't know, whatever. I want to drive this point home because this is so important. And you know what comes next after 30? This is so crazy. I love numbers, how they play. I just want to tell you I want to give you some tea, all right? This is 34, yeah? It's in reverse. So we're dealing with these 2 energies, 34, 35. 33 is chaos and conflict, okay? 33 is about chaos, conflict, the rumble, the tumble. That's damn near done. This is now about you taking action after the chaos and conflict. And you know what happens after you get yourself sorted and get your help? 36 is come to the edge, which is about risk, which is about doing the damn thing that's divinely guided, which is about moving through things. It's about courage, taking leaps of faith, overcoming fear, accepting risk, like doing all of these things that move us forward. Bro, come through. 33 is missing. 36 is yet to come. We are moving forward. So let's get into this energy. I'm glad you're here too, shit. But to kudo, girl, we out here. We getting this blessing. We ain't missing out. Okay, I'm gonna read this for you, okay? This says, are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders? The burden of the world, doomed to remain on your shoulders. Come on now, come on now, come on now, come on now. I lost my place, hold up. Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good for you. It's good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. Look at that. Little angels out here guiding them. Look up. Ask for help. Let's go. I'm going to read 35, Loyal Heart. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always, divinely protected, and divinely directed. For the people in the back that didn't catch that, wake up, wake up, wake up, and read that one more time. You are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. You know what direction is? It's taking that risk. All right. So this is the general eclipse energy. This is the general guidance. I am going to see what this means, what this looks like for love. What does this eclipse energy look like in terms of love? This energy is definitely calling upon us to make us moves. Okay. There's no 2 ways about it. And our guidance is to go, yeah, it's definitely on you to make these moves. But hey, guess what? You have help. Get help. And you know who's always there to help? Spirit. And you know who else is always there to help? Other places in your life. And when you ask Spirit to show you help, when you ask Spirit to send you help, when you engage in an actual spiritual conversation with Spirit, talk to Spirit like it's your fucking friend. Have a journal where you write letters to Spirit. I've shown you the journals already. Have anything. Fuck, I don't know. Send a voice notes to Spirit. Hey Spirit, how you doing, girl? I'm lost right now. I need your help. Can you please send some direction to me? Like, get involved. Spirit is not, this oogie boogie, this vibe that exists out there. No, Spirit's right next to you. Spirit's right next to you. Give him a high five. I give Spirit a high five all the time. I look crazy. Look. All right. I'm gonna look into what the energy is for love. Yeah, we'll do love. Hey Spirit, we're here. Given this eclipse that's coming, that is upon us, and possibly this season, but specifically more this eclipse, what is the energy it is bringing or affecting in our love relationships, as in romantic relationships? The romantic energy. What is that, please, Spirit? That's so funny. It's funny because I think one of these is the energy for love is fork in the road, which is about choice, which is that Lover's card. But you like the talking to Spirit part, if it's whatever. I'll be out here at high fiving Spirit when I'm in the kitchen cooking something. I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be like, hey Spirit. Or whenever I'm reading for you guys out here and something really hits, I high five Spirit in the background. Because we out here. Spirit is there, The love energy that this eclipse is bringing to romance. Oh boy. All right. Shit. Yeah, the fork in the road. So fork in the road is about choice. Fork in the road is about decisions. And that was that Lovers in the general energy. So let's look at this for the energy that this eclipse is bringing to some love relationships. Look, can you read this? It's fork in the road and breathe in protection. 10 of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. All right. At first glance, this... Actually, I'm going to pull some Lenormand on this as well. At first glance, this sucks. It looks like the energy that this eclipse is bringing into love relationships is some real fuck shittery. Well, let's be honest. Okay? The Empress, love herself, is in reverse. The 10 of Cups, that whole happy card, is in reverse. What kind of shit is this eclipse bringing to love, romance relationships? I'm gonna ask the Lenormand. I want to get it in there before I start talking about what I'm seeing deeper than the surface level of what this is, what I'm intuiting. What is this? I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. It's so funny. This is another one. It's 11 and 12. That's funny to me. And then we have the Moon. I like that. Okay, this is interesting. The Moon is at the top of the deck. Am I going to take this? I think I will. I think I actually will take this Moon. So give me a second. Lenormand is something I'm still... I think this might be one of the first times I've put it on the channel, I think. Because it's definitely... It's a lot, okay? Like, let me just be honest. It's a lot. Lenormand is a lot. Okay. breathe is a message that talks about, to me, it reminds me of imagine. It talks about, again, action. Okay. Um, it talks about actually doing something. When it comes to romance, the energy that this eclipse might be bringing is, I feel, a surface level funk, okay? A surface level smell. But again, I feel like it's an okey doke, okay? Um, Thank you. I may be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Sex in the air, I don't care. I like the smell of it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but chains and whips excite me. I like it. Come on. Wow, that actually really fits this energy. That funk. So in that song, she says, "Sex in the air, I don't care. I like the smell of it." God, I don't know. It's like no 18 plus reading, but there's something here about something that seemingly looks bad but is actually good. That's the simplest way I can say it. This energy that this eclipse is bringing is an okey doke. It's an okey doke to me is like a fake out. Or sometimes there's like some tricks, like this is some bullshit. It feels like the fruit durian. There's a certain fruit that smells really, really bad, but when you taste it, it tastes really good. And then that's how I connected it to the song. I was like, oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. This Ten of Cups in reverse, this Empress in reverse, I feel like these are things that are going to be felt. Look, I can't lie, okay? Shit, I can't. Spirit won't let me. Are going to be felt in certain love dynamics with this eclipse energy, but I feel like it is also going to lead to a better taste. Um, it's feels like growth. Okay, it feels like moving through something to come out on the other side as, you know what, I'm actually glad that that happened, because I can see now that that dot 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 and now I'm better. Okay, so let me get into some of these messages and hopefully this will flesh out a little bit more for you. Let's look at the fork in the road, because that's important. I feel like this is going to be your outlook. This is going to be what you do with yourself, because I feel like in love, the energy that this is preying on, and that's a prey with an E, as in predator and prey, this energy is going to rock us in love. If you are single in love, this energy is going to rock you in such a way that you move towards love. If you are in love, if you are in a relationship, a situationship, an entanglement, this energy is going to rock you, and in order to move you to better love. Okay, this Empress is love. This Empress is nurture. This Empress is you, and this happiness is you. It's in reverse. It's how you feel. It's how you are affected. It's how you can't breathe. It's how you might be feeling a certain, I don't know, way in romance. But I feel like it's getting you to make a choice, to take an action that is going to allow you to move. I'm going to go through these because Lenormand is highly predictive, and that's why I wanted this for this. This is because this is a specific area, with the whip and the birds in reverse, and the moon. This is very good. These stars, I love this. So anyway, wow, I'm jumping around way too much. Okay, let's look at this fork in the road here. I want you to get this message. We'll look at the love meaning. The relationship message says, you've reached a moment of truth. Yes. In the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? Exactly. So for my singles, are you going to get fed up with your situation and find love? And that situation can be whatever. If you are in a situationship and an entanglement, you're not committed to someone, and you are technically considered single, that might be something that you decide to do. But how you decide to do that could be, I don't know. That could mean you continue to be in where you're at because it's actually where you find out in within yourself that this is where you want to be at. I don't know. Um, or this is where you go, actually, I don't want to be in this anymore. I'm not happy. I want to actually be someone who wants to love me the way I want to be loved. And then you leave. So this energy really, it doesn't have to play out one way. It'll play out the way it needs to play out in your life. If it plays out, we still have the guidance here. Okay. So we're going to look at what your guidance is in love given this energy. But let's explore the energy a little bit more so we know how to identify it and look at it when it comes in our love life to see, oh, this is how this energy is going to affect me in love. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to mutual passion or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Absolutely, with breathe here. This really encompasses it. I'm going to say this again for the people on the back. This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. Exactly. That, that said it way better than I was trying to say it earlier. So I love that we read that. Now, the protection message of breathe really adds on to this and supports this message of you being in a position of the energy putting you in a place where you get to choose the kind of commitment that you want to make to yourself as it relates to how you will act in love moving forward. Inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and go do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise, move out of your head and into your body. Breathe in and deeply. Each breath is precious. So this energy is making us think, okay? This energy is putting us in a position where we need to choose based off of how we're feeling, how we're doing. Choose happiness and choose love. Choose happiness and choose what's going to nurture us. And sometimes in nurture and nature, there are going to be seasons of winter, but the winter does nurture earth as well because that's all part of the nature cycle. Now, how I see these is these are delayed. These are delayed. These are stalled. These are waiting for us to make the choice towards the type of love that we want, and then they'll go in the upright. Okay, that's how I'm seeing that. I just have to take you on the scenic route to get you there. All right. Now let's look at the Normand. My tongue is so tongue tied today. Yeah, that's fair. Let's look at the birds first. Using our little booklet friend. I know the birds is about sometimes gossip. It's communication. It's conversations. Okay, and the whip is not a great omen unless there's something sexual or something. But this to me looks like there's some sort of conversation at the center, or conversations not had. Okay, conversations not had, conversation stalled, non-communication, um, uh, inattentiveness, I- illness, in yeah, just non-communication. I mean, the birds are not chirping. Okay, it's in reverse. There's non-communication. There's um, ill communication, miscommunication. That's how I'm seeing this birds in reverse. Okay, but it's flanked here by the whip. Now, the whip, my friends, is about quarrels, discord, punishments, and conflicts. So this is conversations or non-communication based off of just not the greatest of vibes. Okay, conversations that are either not being had due to fear of rocking the boat, or conversations being had that are not great, that are leading to some type of quarrels or um, unreliability or unhappiness, which is reflected here. And either this is something that happened in the past or something that could be happening with this eclipse energy. Okay, which definitely puts us in this crossroads of wondering where our happiness is and what we want to do in the love decision, in the love department, right? It indicates a lack of understanding, ongoing resentment, some quarrels, and it just means shaky relationships, especially in relation to communication. Okay. Or for some people, it could be being more physical, being attached physically and not talking, but being attached to someone for the physical reasons. Again, maybe not wanting to be alone, or having that physical connection, but not having that other kind of connection that someone else might want, which is that love bond or whatever, sort of turning to the, I don't know how many times I can say physical, but the physical stuff. Now, on the other end, we have the moon, which is about protection, dreams, isolations, emotions, karma. So I feel like the thing that's getting in the way here of, it's not even getting in the way, because again, this is the energy, right? Your guidance is here. We're going to look at this. Let's just teasing out the energy here. Is there's definitely uh, an energy that this eclipse brings that adds or highlights the layers that you are unhappy with in your relationships, right? Um, in relationships, the moon in the Lenormand, it more so talks about how partners want to spend time in peace and comfort and not quarreling, and having confidence in one another. It's about, you know, uh, it's actually like good stuff in Lenormand as opposed to like the tarot. It's about tradition and ancestors. It's about karma and moving things in that direction. It is about success and respect and protection. So it almost seems like avoidance. Okay, avoiding harsh conversations in order to have peace. So this is interesting. I will keep this up here because wowie, but I want to go into what your guidance is. The guidance to move through this energy is Thinker and Treasure Island. Thinker is in reverse. Okay. Thinker talks about analysis paralysis. This is an energy of where perhaps this energy that this eclipse is bringing is something that you've been going through, right? Remember the general energy. It could be an energy that you've been involved in for quite some time. And I feel like it's internal, right? Um, like by that I mean you feeling that. I'm not sure what your partners are feeling. Maybe they're feeling some sense of unhappiness because, I mean, this is not just a reading for. I don't, it's definitely for the people that will watch this, but um, I'm wondering how this plays out with the people that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? But I digress. This is analysis paralysis. This tells me that this has been a situation or a discomfort in your relationships or the lack thereof that has been going on for quite some time. And the guidance behind this analysis paralysis is to really take a break. I want to read this to you from the book, and let's get the most information that we can before I start going ham on what my intuition is telling me about this message. You might be suffering from analysis paralysis. I've said that. Thinking has its place, but trying to figure everything out logically is not going to work out right now. Your conclusions will likely be faulty, and you may act upon false assumptions that will get you in a jam. Give your mind a rest, do something creative, exercise, or meditate. Soon you'll come to your senses, and an aha moment will bring you new clarity. This is funny because that was kind of that Rihanna song where there's this thing going on in the air, but it actually leads to something good. Um, this energy that the eclipse is going to do, I feel, is going to reveal some of the discord that you feel in your love relationships. You might have a conversational moment or non conversational moment that puts you in a certain mindset that makes you feel unhappy. Um, I want to say that this, I don't know if this is eclipse season, it really could be, but the energy could be one of discord, but an energy of discord that helps you see what you need to see so you can make a conscious choice about what you need to see. And that conscious choice isn't based off of what you keep thinking over and over and over and over again. Because with the Treasure Island here, Treasure Island reminds us that we have good happening as well. That's how I see it. Um, Here, Treasure Island goes to say that your relationship is a treasure, providing even more than you need, but you may not see that right now. You see what I'm saying? So there's that smell that is kind of like a fake out, that is kind of like this okey doke, that is kind of like this passing wave, this passing breath, this passing energy that makes you feel like things are all wrong, and they could be, right? They could be. It could show you what's wrong. But I feel like it sort of will empower you to attend to the real root of what's off. With this thinker, you've been doing this for so long, and I can see some of you just sort of surrendering, raising your hands up in the air and going, okay, whatever. And that being the energy that you needed to tap into for you to really see where your worth is and where your time is better spent in love. However, that falls. No matter how long you've been together, you and your partner are always discovering hidden gems about yourselves and each other. Now is a time of discovery. It's as if everything is in sync and everything is new again. Romance blooms and love is in the air. You can be assured that this partnership will bring you great gifts and valuable lessons. Keep your heart open. The message of this card is to celebrate love and what it teaches you. So, your guidance with this discording energy, this energy that makes you realize or open up to certain realities or unrealities about you, your space, your unhappiness, your growth, your future, is again, your guidance here is to acknowledge it. First of all, I'm not seeing this as like being false because there are some things off. There are some things that are off with these two showing up here. And some of those things that are off, there might come a point where as you see them, you I don't want to say you have an epiphany. I feel like I don't know. You feel the energy, and in you feeling it, you make some type of decision to do something different or to do something else or to do something that does lead you to being happier, because I do feel that these are definitely a message, and there's another underlying current message that says these two are delayed, where you will feel happy, feeling like an empress, feeling like someone who's in a good relationship at some point, and someone who is happy in the union that they're in or the position that they're in the future. However, this energy sort of has to move through this energy that this eclipse is bringing through. It's bringing this energy anyway in your love life, and your guidance is to not overanalyze it, because I feel like this is something that's been there anyway, but to relax your mind and focus on what you do want and have that be your guide. Okay. I want to pull from the romance angel as well. I forgot to. Oh my god. I forgot to do that. For the love portion, the love guidance of this eclipse, because this energy is kind of wild for the love guidance, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Yikes. Okay. So, what is the love guidance? For the guidance, please, for the love energy that this eclipse is bringing. What is the guidance for my people here? What's the guidance for us feeling this energy? For those that do feel this type of energy that the eclipse is bringing in, what is the guidance, please, Spirit? What is the guidance? What is the guidance for this energy, please, Spirit? What is the guidance for this love energy that the eclipse is bringing? What is the guidance here? Romance angels, you guys want to come through? There you are. Calling in your soulmate. That is this. Remember? And this is in this position. I'm going to flip it here. Reconciliation. So shit. Look. Oh, motherfucker. Damn. Damn. Shit. Oh, what a whirlwind. Girl, this energy is here to fuck some shit up. This energy is here to fuck some shit up. God damn. But your guidance is to... Shit. Look, for the people in the back, honey. For the people in the back, your guidance is at Treasure Island. Analysis paralysis is... I don't know. Not your friend. You know? Give it to God. Give it to the universe. Because this is bringing in reconciliation, and it's also calling in your soulmate. So either way, this energy is here to definitely fuck some shit up within you, but to put you in a position to find someone for you that is for you, or bring you together, and rather bring you together. Actually, this is the same thing, really. Bring you together with someone that is for you. Okay? For some of you, this is going to bring someone from the past, and that's going to be very interesting, as that could be an energy that's going to fuck shit up. And for some of you, this is something that you do want. For others of you, it might be an opportunity for you to really reflect on where you're at when people from the past come along and you give them that attention. Hey, look. Let's see how it goes. Okay? Stay tuned to the guidance readings that come through on the channel. Look, my goodness. That was wild. All right. When it comes to our money, right? What is the eclipse energy that's coming through here? Wow. So beautiful. Okay. The eclipse energy that will be hit with money, finances, careers, side hustles, ventures, that type of thing is thanks is presented here with not for you, yin, by the book, and serendipity. Now, in money, finances, career, side hustles, what have you, how your money flow will be affected by this eclipse is kind of sweet actually. It's kind of sweet. Um I feel like this energy will help you. I don't know. It'll help you see what's working and what's not working. What's working for now and what'll work for later. I feel like the energy will help with assisting with a plan. It'll make you give some things up. It'll make you push some things forward. It'll make you realize you can't do it all. And it'll make you realize that there's some things that just have to be done in a certain way. And um, it'll give you a structure. But it'll also bring about opportunities. Okay? I feel like it'll bring about many opportunities that make sense with what you move with, what you decide to move with in money. Okay? I feel like this energy is going to make you it's gonna be an energy that inspires people to move with the least amount of resistance. So the things that it's going to, inspire you or make you choose, it's going to make you focus on are the things that are just easier to do. The things that come easier for you to do, the things that are just less complex for you to do. And that depends. I mean, for you, building a table could be complex to someone, but the easiest thing for someone else to do. You know what I mean? It's going to be person specific. So for you, starting your own business could be just the easiest thing you could do. And for others, the easiest thing they could do is applying for another job, right? The easiest thing someone else could do is to stay where they're at. The easiest thing for someone to do would be just leave there, but that's going to depend on every single person themselves. But I feel like the money energy that this eclipse has is, I mean, it looks healing. It looks very soft. It looks very delicate. It looks kind of forgiving, actually. It looks very forgiving and um, helpful, dare I say. This is a very soft spread that I'm looking at here. Very, very soft spread. With Three of Swords in reverse, I feel like this energy will help you avoid a heartbreak that um, didn't that could have happened in your money. Certain decisions that you make, the things that it inspires you to do, that it pushes you towards doing. Hey moon sun, how are you? The thing that it inspires you to do, this energy, when it comes to your money, is going to actually help you. Thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate that. It's going to help you not how do I say this? It's going to help you not trip. The decisions that this eclipse energy makes you make or inspires you to make, I feel, are those that are enabling you to make choices and put you in a path that is very, again, serendipitous, really. And this means just opportunities that come to you at almost the right time, almost the right place, in the right way, just when you needed them. I love this. This is so nice. Now this Four of Swords again. There's this really in between world that this eclipse is playing in. This is 4. This is 3. The Four of Swords is in reverse here. I feel like you'll be taking baby steps in your money. So the money energy is going to be baby steps. It's going to be trickles. It's going to be an energy that takes thought. Like you'll really have to think things through. Um, Quite possibly a little more than usual, or think in a certain way that is more than usual, but there will be benefits to it. I want to look at what the guidance is because I'm very curious what the guidance could be given this spread here. What is the guidance that we need to handle this eclipse money energy? Yeah, flexibility. Yep. Awesome. Being flexible in the choices that we're making, and how we're moving, how we're thinking. And there it is. Again, 1920. You see this dichotomy thing, this thing of like in between spaces, like in between that little transition step, those little baby steps. And even this is 18. So I love this because when I saw this flexibility, I immediately went to the 18, the serendipity. Maybe because the color's green, but gang. Serendipity, good moments that will be helpful in the way that we need to move towards money, and the way that we need to think about money, the way that we need to move in our careers, our side hustles, whatever it is, that little different ways that money comes to us, thinking outside the box, doing things that we usually wouldn't do, but we do them in a certain way that makes sense to us and our spirit and our flow. That's important because it may make sense to that other person, but if it doesn't make sense to you, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, remember that. Being flexible, as I say that, to indulge in ideas, to see the ideas, to listen to an idea, hear it, and see its course through. With the by the book here, this energy is very following the normal order, following the natural order, following how things are done. So if you're flexible enough to see how far something can go, what the steps can be, then you are handling that energy better and you're moving in such a way that makes more sense. Now, our guidance here with Imagine is also to be flexible in thought, right? I think I said that flexible in thought in terms of like how you're thinking, how you're moving the chess pieces. But this in thought, when I say this now, it's in thought in terms of our mental state, our emotional state, our emotional mental state, and how we think of money, and how we think of our money blocks, of what we think about our careers, our side hustles, our jobs, and the different ways that money can come to us, or that we use money, or how much money we really have, or what we owe, or whatever, dude. Imagine in reverse reminds us and is guiding us to remember that we shouldn't, we not should, but we are guided to, at this time, to use our brains in a very flexible and playful way when it comes to money. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you again as well because, look, sometimes they just say it better than I do. They sum it up nicely, but this card kind of insults, so bear with me. Illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack have entered your life. Okay? Now may be the time to see things as they truly are by the book. Not for you, not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you're anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what illusions and awfulizing, no matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate, right? Wake up and stay grounded. Stay real. Only then can you truly have what you desire. Now, what I see with this is being flexible with what we thought and what we're getting in terms of money, being realistic in, say, your pricing. If you're doing something like that, being realistic in what you can spend and what you can actually do with your time, being cognizant of what you want to be in life and how you can get there. this is basically, to me, when I see this message, I don't like to read it too much because it's kind of, I don't know, it doesn't really hit on what I'm feeling. But to me, it says think more realistically and a positive realistic. Okay? Think realistically and a positive realistic. Not this is all I can ever get. Not this is all that'll happen. Not, oh, but come, this and this and this is going to be taken away. It's be real, right? Be flexible. I'd say be grounded in that reality. I am going to read the prosperity message for you for this one because I feel like that might have something helpful. But be realistic. Come tax time, taxes are going to get what taxes are going to get. But at the same time, there are things that you can use your imagination better that you can do so that you can end up winning come tax time. Look, okay? Like there are ways to circumvent the worries that come into your head, and you'd be better suited attending to those than attending to the negative Nancy thoughts. Now, this also just goes even in your career if you want to advance in the different ventures that you want to do. Be flexible in thought, but also be flexible in your emotional mental state and what you can actually handle. Okay, being real and realistic is something that I'm seeing here that'll be helpful, but not being realistic to the point of being pessimistic. All right, I want to get to this prosperity message. Yes. I love this. I don't think I've ever read this before. Let's go. Even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it'll look like, who will share in it, and what will then be available to you, you'll still need to relax and open up to the possibilities. Yes. Spirit may have so much better plans for you. This is it. This is exactly what. Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can I get an amen? I'm going to read that again. Even when you have a clear ass vision, they don't say ass in the book, but I said ass. Even when you have a clear motherfucking vision of how you're going to manifest something, okay? What it will look like, who will share in it, what will then be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. Not that things could go worse, but things could actually go so much better than you ever imagined. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Serendipity. Let's go. Be flexible and remind yourself this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little. Enjoy the miraculous results. All right? So this was fun. Actually, let me pull from a money deck since I pulled from a romance deck, from the romance angel. I want to pull the money. Oh my goodness. My pile of helpers over here is getting crazy. I'm astounded by this energy and I'm curious to see how it plays out. I mean, wow. Okay. All right. What is our guidance given this energy? What is our guidance to get to our highest good, our highest this or better, right? Let's go. Let's go, Spirit. All right. It is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. In reverse. So this is to receive our highest good, right? It's safe for you to receive in reverse. Is it though? I feel like this definitely plays on where our minds are when it comes to money. Are you so worried about not having enough money that money is scared to come to you because it feels like it won't be enough for you? You know what I mean? Like if money was an energy, does it feel hounded by you? Nobody wants to hang out with somebody that's on their jock. You know what I mean? Like people want to hang out with people who are chill. Um, energy wants to hang out with chill energy. Energy wants to hang out with flexible, chill ass energy. So, does money is an energy, does that energy, if you were money, would you want to come to you right now? You know what I mean? If you were a good job, would you want to come to you right now? What kind of energy do you have? And how can you be flexible in that energy? How can you use your imagination to dream a big dream about this energy? Dream good things with this energy. Have a good relationship with the energy that you are wanting so that it wants to be a part of that and comes to you and finds you, but also isn't pressured to be exactly what you need it to be. You say, hey, I really want that, but you know what? Come as you are, baby. And you open yourself to receive that thing that you want or better. Now, if I was that energy and someone was like, hey, Luce, I want this, but you know what? Come as you are, baby girl. I would love to go to that energy. That's the energy I want to be a part of. That's the energy I want to play in, you know? So fix that. Or attend to that shit. Don't put so much pressure on money. I don't know how to explain that. It's almost like be. I hope you understand. I hope I explain that in a way that makes sense. Um, that receiving, it's almost like, I mean, obviously money is money, right? But if you dare to think of money as an energy, and those sayings of the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and if that was an energy, then what kind of energy do you want to have more of in your world? Sit in that energy more, play with that energy more, cultivate that energy more, and say, this feels so good. These things would really give this to me, and that would be great. But you know what? This and better, spirit, come through and wow me. Then I feel like that energy, if we're gonna personify it or energify it, it would kind of go, oh shit, I can be whatever I want. I'll be big. I'll be bigger. You know what I mean? So I like that. That was a really nice message. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here for this super long eclipse energy reading. I hope it served you in some type of way, and I hope that you are well and taking care of yourself during this eclipse season. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on, honey, and good luck.